Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Today's adventure brings us to beautiful Sedona, Arizona. So Sedona, Arizona is most known for its magical red rock formations that are all throughout the Sedona Valley. These red rock formations feature vortexes, vortices, we're gonna go with vortexes, that are said to have healing and energizing properties. And so with those energizing and spiritual properties, this valley is definitely known for spiritual awakening, realignment. It's a place where you can get your chakras aligned and your auras read. And with all of that magic brings a lot of tourists. So on today's adventure, we are going to do my favorite non-touristy way to spend a morning in Sedona. And what is our first rule of any of our trips? First rule of Beanie Fight Club is to get a hike in. So let's go. Almost all of the vortexes do require a bit of a hike to get to, so those inherently are the most popular hikes in Sedona. So if you hop on all trails, those first 10 or so hikes are gonna be the ones that feel the most touristy, have the most trouble getting parking, and have the most people. So my recommendation when you're visiting a super touristy place like Sedona, just look down a little bit lower. Try to find hikes that are tucked back in, away from the main city center, that are a little harder to get to, and you're most likely gonna find some privacy. So I'm gonna link the hike that we are on below. It's actually the back end of a really popular trail, but you can get a lot of privacy, and you get this awesome little side adventure down to the creek, which is just super peaceful and super relaxing. And that's all about what Sedona is all about. Honestly, it's just relaxing and recharging. And I'm gonna need to take these Invisalign out, yo. They're killing me today. They are killing me. That by far is the most beautiful view of this hike when you climb just that little hill. Just a little baby one. You get to see the backside of the Cathedral Rock. Absolutely stunning, breathtaking, literally, and beauteous. One of my personal favorite things about this hike is that it actually circles one set of rocks and opens up a view to the other on the other side. So for a little while, you're between two rock formations, and then as you turn to head back towards the car, you get a whole nother rock formation in front of you, and it's just absolutely stunning. right, so in about the last half mile, I ran into about 40, maybe 50 people, which is super uncommon for this trail. I have done this trail itself or a combo with this trail probably 20 times, and I've had it completely to myself most of those times, even on a busy weekend. So I was very curious as to why. And then the last couple had 2 small kids, and they asked me how far it was to Cathedral Rock. And I was like, ooh, it's a good 3.5 miles and 1,000-foot elevation gain. And she's like, oh yeah, we're not making that. She went on to say that the Cathedral Trailhead is closed and that you have to get a shuttle. So they saw this hike said Cathedral Trail Via. So I have a feeling a lot of people saw that as well, because most of the people I passed were not like full-on hikers. They weren't dressed like hikers. They weren't prepared. So they're probably just trying to see Cathedral Rock, which you can do. You just can't get to the trailhead easily from here. So that just goes to show you never know. These trails can be busy sometimes, and that's okay. I've still had this trail mostly to myself for large chunks of times, which is perfect for someone like me who wants a non-touristy day in Sedona. We're back to our car. So this hike was a little bit out of town. So the trailhead's located south of Sedona proper. So to get to our next spot, we have to head into town. So when you're visiting Sedona, there are 2 ways into Sedona, but one way, 89A, is the main way. It's a 2-lane road and it gets pretty backed up. So make sure you have a snack and some patience, and we have both. Oh, and some good tunes. Put some good tunes on, enjoy the ride, enjoy the scenery, and we will see you at our next spot. It has taken us 28 minutes to go 2 miles. We have 3.4 miles left. We are at the last, I think, bad roundabout here. This is particularly bad. It's usually pretty bad, but this is particularly bad. I think it's karma for saying I wanted a non-touristy day. So we're just gonna go with, now we're just exploring Sedona. It's a mini adventure day in Sedona. We'll let go of the karma of that this was trying to be non-touristy. Fingers crossed. One more roundabout and then the line is blue. Fingers crossed. All right, our next stop brings us to Sedona's Peace Park. Out of respect to try to not butcher the name, I'll put the full name on the screen below. Because this is a Buddhist place of worship. I am not Buddhist, I am actually Christian, but there are some places that just transcend religions and labels and are just pure peace, and that is here. I actually discovered this Peace Park about 5 years ago, and I come here anytime I'm in Sedona, and then I have a ritual now of spending time here either at the end of the year or the beginning of the year to meditate on my intentions for the next year. I started my meditation practice in 2017, when I was struggling with severe anxiety, OCD, and panic attacks, and meditation completely changed my world. And so I like to spend time here just meditating in the peace and the quiet. It's actually pretty busy today, so I didn't release the karma of not being touristy. But that actually kind of makes me happy. For the most part, everybody's really respectful here. Again, this is a place of worship. There's lots of little meditation stools, prayer flags flapping in the wind, birds chirping, chimes going, and it's just one of the most peaceful places. And it's not your typical tourist activity to actually come to meditate and spend time just walking in the park, so I highly recommend it.